Come on, people. Look, really. Natural. Just from training natural, from dieting, from lean bulking, dirty bulking? No! Coach Greg, in today's video, I'm exposing a fake natty. What else is new? The guy's name is Aiden Profit. He came up on my feed because he said, I need to bulk. And it's by far his most popular video. He starts off really great shape, age of 20. Has great skin, no acne, looking very lean, great physique. I need to bulk, it says. No, you don't. You looked fantastic. You just need to keep training, keep growing, take your time. You're only 20.
It gets worse, and I hope you fucking hurt. Now what's the...
Got too fat, it says.
Captain, I think I caught you.
There we go. And so as he goes on the bulk, he gains a significant amount of body fat. Don't really see any changes in muscle size, just unwanted body fat. And then in the next slide, there we go. And so I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. He said, I don't like my physique. I don't have enough muscle. I want to focus on bodybuilding. And so then he dirty bulks, eats all these extra calories, and lo and behold, puts on a ton of body weight. But the vast majority, all body fat. Don't see any muscle growth whatsoever. And in the final slide, the guy has a ton of muscle. He's leaner than he was when he started. And so what do I think the difference maker is? Well, after he did his bulk, he decided to cut while taking performance-enhancing drugs. But let's see what his followers think. Number one comment by far, the man bulked too hard and hopped on. And if you don't know what that means, hopped on performance-enhancing drugs. That is what it refers to. I completely understand PD knowledge and what's achievable natural versus not, but he gave us no time frame, and I think this isn't achievable at all without PDs, then please get off the couch. I promise you could look this good. Guy responds, time frame doesn't necessarily matter because it's one bulk and one cut. He changed drastically after training for a while, which means probably SARMs of some sort. Well, it could be SARMs, steroids, whatever. But look at his skin. Notice, no acne before, age 20. He's clearly gone through puberty, and suddenly he develops acne, backne all over, and the commenters, they're actually very educated. Look at his skin, LMAO. He has acne, which is a side effect of a syringe. Bro got leaner and shoulders, give it away, my man. Went to the dark side. Please tell me you're not trying to claim natty. He obviously is if he's implying that he achieved this from dirty bulking. And so that's what people do. They're trying to mask their secrets. They start off, they're not happy with their physique. They bulk up and they notice they're gaining a ton of fat, but they're not happy with their physiques at this point. And they're thinking, well, the answer is to go on steroids. And so they go on steroids, SARMs, and or whatever. And at the end, they have tons more muscle and leaner when they started. And thank you, dirty bulk. That was the answer. And so they're fooling you. People fall for it. They think, well, he bulked up. Clearly that's what works. Everyone knows you need to bulk and cut to put on muscle. And so that's what I did. And so let's look at his kind of training. Is the guy jacked? Is he super strong? No problem. He's now deadlifting 585 pounds, put on a ton of muscle, and got significantly leaner. And so did he owe all his size and strength to just heavy deadlifting? Well, let's see. I haven't deadlifted in over a year. Let's see what we can do. And so if you haven't trained a specific lift in over a year, it's obviously going to get significantly weaker. Or is it?
Let's see what we can do.
And so he takes a year off the deadlift and walks in and pulls 500 for 12 reps. Pause. Think of it. If you haven't trained a specific lift for over a year, are you going to lift nearly as much as you did? Of course not. But what if you add in performance-enhancing drugs? Well, you probably get stronger. Why would you stop deadlifting for a whole year? I was happy enough with my strength and wanted to focus on bodybuilding. Well, last I checked, bodybuilders also deadlift. Ever seen Ian Valère deadlifting 700 plus pounds? And in fact, several bodybuilders, they also deadlift. I'm one of them. I actually broke a world record in the deadlift. Most weight lifted in a minute, sumo style. And so if you're thinking you can't deadlift just because you're a bodybuilder, well, you're wrong. But trying to claim you're natural while doing all this, well, we just don't buy it. And I interrupt this program to take my pre-workout and GO2 Max as well as Ecti Builder. Using the hardcore stim pre-workout, I always take that one before a bike race, and during the bike race, I actually take pre-pump. And remember, the main ingredient, NMN, recently banned by the FDA in the United States. It has a significant improvement in your overall cardiovascular ability to burn more calories, go faster, recover greater between sets. Strongly recommend this. You can still purchase it on my website, although it's banned by being sold on Amazon. And so this is what happens when you clean up your diet and you add in performance-enhancing drugs. I mean, the guy bulked up to about 30% body fat. He's going to convince us that that was the secret to getting shredded and adding on close to 30 pounds of muscle? Really? Getting a 500 for 12 rep deadlift at the age of 22? Guy's a junior lifter, lifting way more than Will Tennyson. And people think Will Tennyson's not natty. Think of it. And so he shows dirty bulking versus clean bulking. The dirty bulk, you can see he put on a ton of body fat. Now, please, use your eyes. Look, does it look like he put on a ton of muscle while bulking? When you're bulking up, people think you're going to put on a tremendous amount of muscle size. But look at him. Does he look like he put on a ton of muscle? Or does it look like he just gained a lot of body fat? And then suddenly when he diets down and gets leaner, magically he builds on muscle? Is that how it works? When you go on a dirty bulk, you gain a bunch of body fat, and then after you start the diet, is that when you put on muscle? Of course not. And so what really happens in the real world is if you do in fact go on a dirty bulk and you add in a bunch of muscle, when you go on the cut, you often will lose some of that muscle. Unless, of course, you hop on performance-enhancing drugs. Playing Fortnite all day while being natural. Playing Warzone while being enhanced. How obvious is this? Is there anyone out there watching this that think that difference was natural? You can see the difference. He's playing Fortnite, clearly natural, and then we playing Warzone, he's not natty. That's the difference. This is simple. Come on, people. Look, really. Natural. Just from training natural, from dieting, from lean bulking, dirty bulking? No! And so in this video, I don't know what he's doing, but he's showing himself, and he's showing himself become obese. And then all of a sudden he shows himself with a lot of acne on his head. And he says, I flick the switch, and then there's a picture of a testosterone description. Literally, testosterone, what is it and what does it do? And then suddenly he's ripped, has a lot of muscle with acne. And so is he outing himself in this? Is he in fact admitting to taking testosterone without actually admitting it? Well, maybe. I mean, literally, the video says, what happened to you? And then he bulked up, and then he developed acne on his head, posted a picture of what testosterone is. Testosterone is the primary sex hormone and anabolic steroid in males. It's this description of what testosterone is. Doesn't say he's taking it. Then suddenly he gets shredded, has a bunch of muscle, has a hot girl, and an expensive car. I mean, is that not outing yourself if I ever saw it? No, you're very healthy at this point. You have close to 15% body fat. That is exactly the time when you can main gain. If you bulk up, you're only going to put on unwanted body fat, of which you're then going to have to cut. And so just because you state, I need to bulk up, and then you bulked and it got way huger and way leaner, doesn't mean it's from the bulk. It's from the performance-enhancing drugs. Look at the acne popping out everywhere. It's so blatantly obvious to me. Does anyone think this is natural? Remember, this is a guy that made a video that said, what happened to you? And the word steroid in the description of it appears. You really think it's natural? Becoming Baki. Last I checked, Baki's not natural, and so to become Baki, you're gonna take performance-enhancing drugs. Does anyone think you can become Baki natural? And so let that be a lesson to you. If you dirty bulk too far, you go over 30% body fat, and you hop on performance-enhancing drugs and go on a cut, you're probably going to develop a lot of muscle. Is that actually useful information? Does anyone think that PEDs, they don't actually work? Of course they do, but they come with significant side effects. Not just gynecomastia or acne, side effects that happen on the inside. You know, blood pressure increase in cholesterol can actually hurt your liver, stuff that you don't want to have, shorten your life. And so never, ever break the law and only use performance-enhancing drugs with the advice and consent from your doctor. I mean, what kind of message does that present? You're feeling sad about yourself, and then you realize that you're a male, and now you're happy, proud? How is being a male gonna make you happy? And so what? Should all women now suddenly identify as being males and then they're happy? Of course not. It doesn't work like that. And so whether or not you're a male or a female should not impact your happiness. And so if anyone thinks this guy is natural, it's because you haven't seen all of his videos. You've watched that one viral video where he says, I need to bulk. He goes from a thin guy with a great physique to a guy who's over 30% body fat to a jack guy on anabolics. And so because he doesn't stay to use PEDs to get that result, people are saying, well, you're a fake natty. And so based on all the videos I've watched, I would say that this guy isn't outwardly admitting, hey, I'm on performance enhancing drugs, but he's giving subtle hints. Saying, yeah, see this, see that testosterone, probably what I did. I'm not going to admit to it, but probably the case. And then his latest video saying no motivation, first cycle, bam, Giga Chad. And so my opinion, guy definitely not natural. He's possibly not outwardly admitting it, but he is giving subtle hints. And so this guy, he's not Michael Hearn, he's not Liver King, he's not outwardly saying, hey, I'm natural, but he doesn't have to. He's giving subtle hints. You don't have to admit everything you're doing, so long as you don't stand there and lie and say, I'm natural, and look at me. And so when you're watching these transformations, if it's too good to be true, it often is. And although you can, in fact, develop a physique like this natural if you've been training for multiple years and you have amazing genetics, the fact is he probably isn't natural now, is he? But that shouldn't stop you from training. Be all that you can be. Do your best. Slow and steady gains. Don't dirty bulk. Please main gain when possible. Unless you're lean, then of course you need to bulk up. Then main gain. Ending it here. To get harder than last time supplements, including the new raspberry cheesecake protein bar, please head over to the website. Code Greg, 10% off. Free training and diet program, over 50 pages. First and last name, email address. Voila, you got it. Click the link in the description. Also, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe. Click the bell button. Comment for the algorithm. Watch the bloops. Cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. The Circle Diet Book, the phone consults. Follow me on Instagram, Greg Doucette IB Pro. And until next time, I am out.